I'll bleed tonight if I am sad tonight. I don't have a job to find, and if I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home.
Good morning and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for November the 11th, 2020. For those of you in the States, this is Veterans Day. So if you're like me and you've got your own personal veteran, go thank him and or her or them. Because gosh darn it, they did something I'm not about to do. If push comes to shove, maybe I would. I mean, if I had to, I had to. Yes, Pi, thank you. We appreciate you guys. For everyone who served, thank you. For everyone who's still serving, thank you. Anyway, let's jump into chat here with Ed. Good morning, Ed. Oh, Ed's there someplace.
Hello.
Hi, Ed. How are you this morning? Okay. I can't hear you now.
You are a little bit low on volume.
Okie dokie. Let me fix that. How's this? Is this any? How's this? Is this any better?
Yeah.
Okay. I had my mic too far away. So how are you this morning?
Chewing my sandwich.
Well, you chew your sandwich while I read something from Ambassador Kell from last night that I didn't see till, or actually yesterday, that I didn't see till this morning, which is a change to the loadouts. Any starship captain worth his salt knows the value of being prepared. You're no different. And it's about to get even easier to have the loadout you seek for any mission you're about to face. Coming very soon to PC, and soon after on console, we're making some changes to how loadouts work. First, your space traits are now part of a loadout. If you've got just the right setup for gravity kills, for example, you can save it and have it ready to go when your favorite TFO pops up in the random queue. But that's not all. We've separated active reputation traits into active reputation ground traits and active reputation space traits. Instead of having to choose 4 or 5 no matter whether your mission puts you on the bridge or in the trenches, you can now set up for both and keep it the way you like. If you've unlocked the 5th trait, you'll unlock it for both ground and space. And finally, for fans of the true endgame, loadouts will now remember whether you enabled or disabled the visuals of your ship equipment. Love the benefits of competitive engine, but don't like the way it looks? Equip it, disable the visuals, save your loadout, and never think of it again. Be your best con and go into battle prepared for any eventuality, captains. Yeah, exactly, Pi. I've been waiting for this. We've all been waiting for this forever. To the extent that I stopped caring.
I rarely do it, but this time I posted a big thank you on my Twitter account to the Star Trek Onlines. This is really their address. This is a wish I had for a long time. Actually, wish became a dream.
Yeah, this is one everybody's wanted.
And it's cool. I'm pretty sure that they have to change some fundamental code.
Yeah, but this is an optimum time to do it because there's just not a lot going on at the moment.
And
so let's do
that means we have a chance to get rid of some of the bugs always pestering us, like, battery stacks being removed, or 99% 19 batteries of 20s go away to inventory for no reason. And all those loadout messy shenanigans might go to yes. And by the way, that's of course time to donate for the Barbie song.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's this is pretty cool, and also for everybody. There may be that it will not come without humps on the road for the first week or
absolutely.
so.
But
That
heck, we're
means
getting something
make
we want.
screenshots of your loadout.
Good idea.
Make screenshots. That is, if it runs smoothly, all cool, you have the screenshots anyway, and when you change something and goof, okay, this is your backup brain. And otherwise, if a bug bites you, you just say, okay, this is my bug spray, and recreate my loadout.
Yes.
So it's a good thing to have, to make it sometimes anyway. And if it does not work smoothly, make it smoothly for you.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm just looking forward to this so much. It's like I was trying to say, it's an opportunity for them, me, and I suppose others like me, who are just like, I don't have time to switch it out for everything. So I will optimize for the general, and now maybe I can get specific. And not to say I didn't care. I mean, I'm going into my 11th year playing this in February, so obviously I care. But now I care. I don't care about my coffee, so... Yes, you did mention you were drooling, so yay! Loadouts.
Okay, yeah.
Not quite yet, though. Probably, what, a week? 2 weeks? It said soon.
I think that is a good thing with Star Trek Online announcements. They are not that far ahead, meanwhile, that you forget the stuff.
Yeah.
So I think, if not this Thursday, maybe next week's Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that
maybe.
makes sense. Well, I remember Kel and I think it was Bordicus both saying that they used to announce things when they were in the planning or in the early development stage, and they would be bugged mercilessly about getting them out, so they've started to wait until they're closer to actually making it hit. So it's exciting but not annoying. So yeah, probably.
You get the hype.
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
In time.
Yeah, exactly. And not after. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we did this. We forgot to tell you. So good on them. I am looking forward to that. That's going to be fantastic.
Also, yeah, that is cool.
It
really
is cool. It's so cool. I'm so happy about that.
I am flashed.
Yep. Doing the happy dance. Oh, I haven't done my RAs this morning. I guess I'll have to go do those in a little bit. Get my dilithium here. I've got a few hours, so no problems there. Yay! This is a good morning. So let's spend a perk point. Ooh, we definitely want our sprint speed for the winter event coming up. I can't see my Gornalicious winning any of the winter races, though.
Well, run bare feet, that is, you have your spikes already on.
Uh-huh.
No sliding, except if you want.
I got my spikes. There we go. Yeah, I'm not going to buy snow boots for this guy. But I probably will buy him some... Well, I might not even have the ability to get him reputation gear. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, he can always come in last 6 times in a row and still get enough to do it once in a while. But it's really just for marks and for accolades. Ooh, speaking of, when winter comes along, we'll do accolades. And speaking of, I got a request, this is probably more for Pi than for you, Ed, to detail doing the accolades and the easy, medium, and hard missions on Defura, and then putting out a video on that.
Forget the medium ones. They are bugged.
No, they weren't the other day.
I don't trust Defura.
The hards are the easiest ones of the bunch.
Bugs come and go and come and go.
They do.
The Terra is Borg land in the invasion zones, and the Borg are borging everything. They really borged it.
Yes, they
So
did borg it.
I just focus. If I do the Terra ground, I focus for the hard missions. I know they mostly work,
Yeah, they seem to
and
have the city
like
back
the
to where it's
prices.
functioning. Yeah. Well, what's amazing is you can actually do the hards faster than you can do the easy and the mediums, even with a team.
Yes, indeed. As I said, the Terra is buggy. Bugged.
That would be a
Totally
good one
borged,
to see
yeah.
a revisit too, because I love fighting the Borg, but when it's the hard ones that are the easiest, a lot of times I just don't bother picking up a mission to go there, or I'll pick up one that I can run like I do on Nukara, which I can just come back to over and over, like collecting cortical arrays. And if you don't get it that time, well, they're still there and sitting in your inventory. I don't think I've got any here. No, I've got some here. Not cortical arrays, but I've got armature, I've got cabling, and I've got capacitors. Oh, I do have some cortical arrays there. So I just save those up for the next time around, and when I hit the magic number, they will magically be there, and I get the prize. So Ed, I took out Complicatus last night and put her back in her Talis, traded out some equipment and beefed it up a bit, and then took her off to play Heralds last night. Last night we decided to revisit the Iconian arc with everybody from the evening group, and that was fun. We got through House Peh.
So, House Pech actually have been I did yesterday the same in my evening, starting the Koniak. Okay, we had done the Uneasy Allies, and then started with it was I played Blood of the Ancients, Delta Flight, and House Pech with my German friend.
Yep, that's what we did last night, and if we have a stream tonight, we will pick up the rest of it, otherwise we'll pick it up tomorrow. But we teamed up with people we don't usually play with, some new folks off of the stream, so folks out there who joined us last night, thank you. And then we'll finish up Time in a Bottle, Broken Circle, Butterfly, and Midnight next time we do an evening stream. But those were really fun, going in as a team. The dynamics are so much fun. And it's not just the firepower, it's, because you get so many more opponents, but the camaraderie is great.
Space, you get more opponents,
Oh, yeah.
and on ground you have having a captain with you makes a difference to having just a humble AI, artificial intelligence. It's called bridge officer. Though I like bridge officers very much. It's having one more a player mate mission already gets cooler. Player mate in voice chat, everything gets cooler, and I think a bunch of players might be sure.
It was especially fun though.
It has been awesome
because it wasn't players we usually play with. I mean, DT and Duffy were there, but then the other two people aren't ones we normally play with, and getting in a completely different dynamic from outside the fleet was really fun. So while I'm not a huge fan always of pugs because you never know what you're getting, this was really interesting to see people bring in equipment that we don't usually use because I'm so used to playing with the same people. And then Frost joined us for a few of them too, and of course that means we were they were assimilating the Harbingers, they were assimilating Defilers.
Same as Morticia on at number 1, or Alium Uno's Mr. Garlic. By the way, Mr. Garlic now is released from the dilithium refinery.
Aha, he served his time in the refinery, I see.
Served his time in the refinery and can now play as I like and as he likes. That means there will be assimilations one time or another. It's a Borg-themed captain is awesome.
Very cool.
If it's Borg-themed by looks and abilities, yummy.
Well,
or at least Borgy.
One of the players who joined us last night was a liberated Borg Ferengi. So that was an interesting character.
there are way too cool people have cool ideas.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, absolutely. Speaking of cool people with cool ideas, I went ahead and got those kits set up, got the training set up. So I've got Pimzo with his, I gotta switch him back out. Pimzo's got Fire at Will. I've got Attack Pattern Beta. Kigan has got Torpedoes. Did we want? No, we want Scatter Volley, didn't we? There he is. There's Scatter Volley. And what did we want for the primary position for him, though, for the...
Scatter Volley
I've
1
got
and Attack Pattern Beta 1.
I've got Attack Pattern Beta, Fire at Will, Scatter
Okay,
Volley, but
that way. Yeah, you have your abilities. Now it's time for Mirodum is time for Mirodum to get trained or to adjust his skills if he is already trained.
Yeah, I've got Science Team, Jam Targeting Sensors, and Energy Siphon. Those are his only options, so...
Okay, time to teach him the things we want to have.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that, so my notes are empty on that. So what do we need for him, and I will pick that up.
Yeah, it's just from the NPC trainer. It's Polarize Hull 1.
There it is. Okay.
It's Hazard Emitters 2.
Okay.
And it's Photonic Officer 2.
Let's make sure those actually got picked up. Yes, they did. Okie doke. Mirodum, or Mirodum, whatever we're going to name you here. Let's go up here, and there's your learn. Oops, let's promote him. There you go. There we go. Photonic Officer 2. There we go. Let's get him over to his stations. Polarize Hull. There we are. Okay, I think we're good there. Anything else we need on this crew?
Skill sets. Lil 2, Auxiliary Structure Integrity 1 is not slotted. I do not know if you bought it yesterday, trained him yesterday, and just did not set it up. Or
no, hang on.
Currently he has reverse shield polarity 1, and I would go for Auxiliary Structure Integrity 1 instead. It's on his lieutenant ability. First look if you have the options before you spend EC.
No. I didn't buy anything for him yesterday.
Okay.
So Aux Destruct Integrity 1. There we go. And what else did we want to put in?
That's actually that's it. Everything else is already set. Just now the lieutenant ability that needs to be trained and changed.
Okay, so he is now trained. Let's make sure that gets switched up here. Okay, so we're set up there.
Yeah. And by the way,
yes,
just to make your life easier, click on the answer.
Pardon?
Be in the skill tree where you just have been. And click on the abilities you want to use for a long time so that they are the default abilities. So all you have to do after training is to press the reload defaults button, which would now just mess up. Okay, abilities are set fine, but just go to skills and go to Lil 2 again.
Skills. Lil 2. Okay. On the skills
select the Ensign ability.
Okay.
And you are in the lieutenant ability at this
Oh,
moment.
Ensign?
Okay,
Right there.
it's delay in okay, and click on emergency power to shields to have it in the tray above. Click on emergency power to shields 1,
I
and
did.
it appears in the tray above.
It does, yes.
Same
I see what you're saying. Got it.
So rinse and repeat for the.
Very clever. Clever, these people. Let's see who we've got there. We've got Pimzo. Let's go to Pimzo. So we want him to be fire will. And we want him to be attack pattern. This is really clever. I didn't know you could do this.
You did not did you complete Lilto actually?
I did.
The engineer. I have not seen you changing the lieutenant commander ability and the commander ability yet.
Well, that's because I didn't.
Look into Lilto's. Yeah, so then
Emergency
click on
power
the,
and
of course,
energy,
on the
okay.
lieutenant commander ability, and there it goes for emergency power to weapons.
Okay.
And why do you jump out all the way? You make my head explodes, poor head. I start now chewing my cigarette and putting my squenching my cookie in the ashtray.
Well, one, you're watching on Twitch, so it's delayed by a little bit versus what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got emergency power
all
to
4
shields.
defaults set. Great.
Yes.
Now demonstration. Go to your stations.
And there they are.
And example, go to Lil2 and change his commander ability to something useless he has available.
Okay. I've changed it to something useless.
Yeah. And now there is a useless ability appearing.
Yes.
And you see this reload default button.
Yes.
The friendly reload. Press it.
And it goes back. Yay!
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
And when you switch ships,
it'll stay with
your
it.
default abilities are picked, and you most probably have a good loadout from, or at least something you can build upon.
Got it.
Reasonably.
Okay, well,
that's yeah.
Let me do my roading real quick here. We had a third one. Where is he? Photonic officer. There we go. So he's got all 3 of those set. Now I'll go over here to stations. There's his setup. Let's play with that one. Reload default. Okay, so that's set up.
Exactly.
Perfect.
And this is doing it. It's slightly different. Clicking at different locations, and you have a. I love that. That's a feature I use almost all time. Otherwise,
Come on, where's my beta? There it is. And let's see who else we've got here. Pimzo Kagan. Thing with Kagan is I've got Torp spread 1 there in the primary position, which makes no sense to me. Because we don't have Torps on this build.
If you maybe you do not have a torpedo now, but maybe later.
Okay.
Just one mission ahead or the like. It's
Alrighty, I was just inquiring.
Because otherwise, there's no reason to duplicate a tactical team. And few reasons. One might want to duplicate fire at will 1, but why not? Why change to high yield? Why change to torpedo high yield when you have torpedo spread?
No reason. I didn't. I'm on torpedo spread.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, click on this on Kakan, click on stations, reload the input, and maybe I have been hallucinating.
And he's into torpedo spread 1. He has high yield, but I didn't switch it out.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so for now things look good and tidy.
Okay.
And we can actually go to space and set up the trays.
Yay! Going to space! Yay!
Finally, almost
Finally.
ready room stuff almost done.
Well, once it's set up,
Shut up, Cuddles. Let Gorny do his job. I have a jumping teddy bear just
goodness.
just beside my chair.
Those
Is he
ghost
already
teddy
done?
bears.
Is he already done?
Yeah, I feel that way some days. I can empathize, Cuddles.
Okay. Now, your main attack rotation, the stuff where you do you do just as routine clickies by firing, would okay, I give you mine, and maybe you retweak to your stuff later. But
Okay.
I would start from the available abilities, and my first thing would be the fleet distress call.
Really? Hang on, let me remember which one I'm working on here. I have two different setups.
Yeah, this is another thing. Unify.
Yeah, well, that's...
Unify and get easier life.
Well, the thing that still messes up my brain, and I know this is stupid, but tray 7 isn't tray 7. Tray 7 is tray 6, correct? Or is it tray 8?
In the numbering,
right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I have to always go, okay, this is actually going to go into 6, row 6. So anyway, fleet distress.
This okay. Up is your attack boosters, probably.
Yes,
Spacebar is your combat routine.
So are we talking regular firing right now, or are we talking
about
boosts?
the regular stuff, and that starts with fleet. I would start with fleet distress call or support fleet. Unfortunately, I'm on German client at this moment, so it does not translate automatically. But I okay, I switched to English language so I can tell you the right names.
That's
otherwise,
okay.
Would add to confusion, and Ed does not want to add to confusion.
Continue. Where are you going to go after that? These are just my. This is my firing rotation.
You are an engineer, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought so.
Okay.
Yes.
That means now Hangar Bay 1 and Hangar Bay 2 to launch commands. Not the attack. Look for the. You have them on the tray already.
Oh.
Somewhere.
I do.
It's right click and move it behind the fleet distress call.
Okay.
Okay, this delayed display really mangles my brain. It now turns into goo.
I know. When I'm watching people do this, I have to remember that there's a lag. At one point, we had a 30-second lag, and it was just...
Yeah, you get... No, do that. Already done. Don't count it. And I should know better, but don't act accordingly.
Good morning, everyone who's joining us out there, as we slowly build Gorney's ship up.
Options. Client English, please.
Pi, if you're still with us, and Ed, if you're still listening and can mentally shift for a moment, I did send you both an email or in-game message if you want to read it and think about it for a while.
I gave you.
Okay.
I already replied to the first one I got this morning.
Okay, that's the only one I've sent.
Okay. Next cool stuff is Photonic Officer 2.
Okay. Okie doke.
Then I go for Emergency Power 2 Weapons 3, followed by Emergency Power 2 Shields.
Interesting. Okay.
Then it's attack pattern beta 1.
Oops, come on, up we go.
Cannon's scatter volley.
Okay.
And now comes the unusually but automagical stuff. I actually go for hazard emitters.
Okay, that is not one I would have thought of, but okay.
Multiple reason. Reason number one: strategist secondary space ability means healings do damage boosts. Also, you have automatical survival ability built in a bit, and it's a heal over time, so you even do not waste the healings when damage comes in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the only thing is timing in Borg Disconnected might be a little bit sucky, but it's not a real hindrance. Just have to wait for cooldowns. This ship will have a few troubles. Okay, after hazard emitters, directed energy modulation.
Okay, that's 10.
Then next ability is tactical team.
Okay, from this position, am I going to go up to working backwards from the next row? Or does it start again with 1?
No. It's what is your setup? Show me your space tray display.
Give me a second.
Your space keyboard.
Yeah, give me a
How
second.
is the loadout set?
Patience. Wait, keyboard.
No, that's HUD. Go to options.
Yeah, just be patient. It's there.
And it runs trays. So move the first part to train number 9 and the second part and continue in trade number 10, because that is your main attack rotation.
Okay, so we're going to go from that. Yeah, but my question is, this one is going to go 1 through 10, then 1 through 10, correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
1. Yeah.
It's because I have one that goes 1 through 10, then it jumps to 10 through 1.
One thing is how it is written, and one thing is how it actually works.
Yes.
The source code of keybinds are yes, it has been a shitty implementation, and now the keybinds look confusingly, but the thing works smoothly when done right. So in tray 10, you go to tactical team.
Got it.
Then another surprise candidate. Auxiliary to structural integrity.
Okay, that is a surprise. There it goes.
Then it's beams fire at will.
Okay, this is not a setup I would have expected, but okay, cool.
I can tell you all those reasons during, of course. Then, what are your specializations? Are you...
I think... Hang on a second here. Skills, specializations. Pilot. And just started in on commando. So pilot is the primary one.
Pilot and commando?
Mm-hmm. But pilot is completed. Yeah, the Balth needed all the help it could get. This ship, hopefully not as much.
Pilot. Most useless
Hey.
ability. Pilot specializations.
Pilot is not useless. I like it.
Okay.
I'm a terrible
okay.
pilot. I need all the help I can get.
Okay, but please drop that commando stuff.
Okay.
change to something that gives you advantage in space or advantage on everywhere.
Well, nothing else
and-
is worked on, so consider, with the exception of pilot, nothing else is done. So don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, so we can leave it. We can just change
So,
a little bit.
do you have a
I have something
recommendation?
unusual too, but
Okay.
pilot. Okay.
Yeah, don't hold back there,
then-
Ed.
Okay. Follow next ability in the tray again. It will be torpedo spread. Then, after torpedo spread, brace for impact.
Okay.
Then the Swarmer Matrix ability clicky.
Swarmer matrix clicky. Come on, QRS, I can spell. Why am I not seeing Swarmer matrix here?
Oh, look how
It's
it's
there.
actually.
But it's a console, not a clicky.
The console has an ability, and that ability is a clicky.
Okay.
Sometimes, so to say. Just so you, it's an available ability. Yeah, it's deployed drone swarm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, there's the clicky. I have the clicky now.
Then follow up by your engineering fleet ability, captain's ability. I think it's called engineering fleet.
Yes.
And finally, it's ta-da! Distribute shield power.
Okie doke. It's an interesting setup, which I never would have dreamt of, but okay.
Yes. Okay, shut up of this setup.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Photonic. Yeah. I start. Okay. Short. Why this is as it is. The design thoughts behind it. First, hunger pets are your strongest weapon, and so take care that you always have as much hunger pets running as possible. Next, Photonic Officer is a cooldown reduction over time, ticking all time, that is its kinds of an operational state. Something that benefits any other power clicked afterwards while it runs, so always have it active.
Makes sense. Okay.
As often as possible. Emergency powers, regular thing, just have high energy levels for the good of the ship and the good of the shooting. Now we come to the slightly confusing stuff with the heal abilities in the combat routine. Reason number one is one of the mostly and most ubiquitous abilities in space is the specializations as secondary is the strategist that boosts your damage from heal ticks. So it's that is the reason offensive wise. Defensive wise, it's kind of automatic healing while you care for doing other things like targeting opponents, flying away from warp core breaches and stuff.
That makes sense.
Also, hazard emitters is heal over time, so even if you do not get the healing immediately, you may get a tick while damage comes in. You get immunization from damages over time while it's active. So even the reason not to have it are strongly mitigated. And the reason to have it there are stronger, in my opinion. Next thing is attack pattern beta.
Mm-hmm.
Beta. All your attacks, all your weapon attacks will reduce opponents' damage resistance. So have this first in place.
Got it.
Now it comes from the scatter volley. 2 reasons. Reason number 1, you will have a turret sooner or later, and even spread attack pattern better in a good way. But scatter volley 1 also gives scatter volley 1 to your fighter squadrons.
Ah, okay. Got it.
Plus, it triggers the superior area denial. That means your fighter squadrons get into gung-ho shooting and debuff the opponents.
Very cool.
The humble squadrons, confusingly, but they benefit. These are the hunger pets that benefits best at this time from scatter volley. The blue ones, the basic ones with the single cannon. So just do not upgrade the Toduch. Let them blue as they are. This is actually the best choice.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep. And now, next thing is directed energy modulation. Means all your weapons get armor penetration. This includes torpedoes as well as energy weapons. Not directly comprehensible, but proven by experiment and reading Stati and stuff. So directed energy modulation. Tactical team. Shield helps on shields, helps on weapon boosting and stuff. Offensive ability. Next heal. Again, reason, strategy, plus it gives damage resistance, which is a good thing.
Yes, yes.
Now it comes to fire at will. Of course, you want to spray damage to all foes and attack pattern better stuff and. Then torpedo spread. Of course, a torpedo should wreak havoc as most as possible. And there we are done with that. Then now it comes to brace for impact. Reason number 1. I have it in place for a long time. When you think you need it, it's too late because the torpedo already has exploded you.
Yes.
You want to have it in place. Reason number 2. From strategist, unconventional tactics space trait. You get a damage boost from it. And it also has a very nice icon.
As long as there's a good reason for that.
Then, next is the 2 minutes cooldown deploy swarmer metrics. One may have it in the attack tray, but well, I think it's a quite negligibility ability damage-wise. So it doesn't hurt if wasted, and well, when it's active, you do extra damage and you are fine.
Okay.
And that's it. Engineering fleet benefits the whole team, and
Yes.
there's never a wrong time to have it. Even if it takes minutes to reload, just have it there. And when the bonus is gone, it's gone. But as long it's just kind of utility. And in many teams, tacticians have the tactical fleet at that location.
Yes.
And many teams have tacticians, many tacticians, and as there can be only one such engineering fleet and one such tactical fleet buff to the team active, that means when you have 2 engineers, engineer 1 hits the thing, engineer 2's engineering fleet is spared until yours runs off, and the other guy triggers it. Hopefully automatically.
Hopefully.
And Okay, that's the a short wrap up of the nasty theories behind this tray.
Makes sense. I like that. But it's atypical, so I wouldn't have thought of it.
It's it's unusually for many players. Yes,
Yes, absolutely.
it's this mix of damage and attacks. This mix of healings and attacks. Another reason. Now we come to the more complicated stuff. Sooner or later, you have access to a combat, to an impulse drive on maneuver reputation.
Mm-hmm.
And the offensive maneuver drives boosts your agility by attack abilities. It really boosts flight and turn rate. And it cooldowns your tactical abilities. The thing is now, to benefit most of it, you want to spread your attack modes for, like scatter volley, fire at will, and torpedo spread. You want to spread it to have them far away from each other, so that the ability runs for about the bonus runs for about 10 seconds or so. And if you make it right, you have the speed boost active almost all time. So you are under continuous nitro oxygen injection. Most of the it takes a while to get used to it, because most of the time you have some slow phases and
Yes.
and fast phases, but it works out over time. Then reason number 2, having healing abilities in the master tray, is maybe you decide to go for the fortified maneuver combat drive, maneuver impulse drive. That means you get the speed boost from healing abilities for shields and hull. And in this tray, you are already prepared. You have emergency power to shields, which is a healing ability for shields. You have hazard emitters, and you have the auxiliary to structure integrity, nice for resistance, and then will be also nice for speed. That is, these 2 maneuver impulse drives, whichever one you pick, ship is ready for it.
Okay, that makes sense. I just had never thought of it that way.
And maybe you may rearrange later when you get used to it to have more distributed powers or something, or whatever. But this is kind of, batteries included. Okay, back from theory to trailer doubts again.
Okay. Hang on a second. I have to say hi, Wolfie. Hi, Pi. Yes,
hi,
I did see that. And I saw the House of Erland there. That was very cool. Okay, back to the tray.
Yeah. Your attack boosters go to tray 7, I guess?
I believe
Show me keyboard
so.
again.
Hang on one second. So these are going to be set up, let's see, my attack boosts typically are on my up key, which, let's see, you've got that set up as 7, so that's 8 in real life? No, that's 6 in real life.
Yes. And probably down is the oh shit button, right?
Yes, down is the oh bad word button, yes.
Okay, oh bad word button. Good. Now we go to attack powers in tray 8.
Okay.
And those are let me switch to a little bit complicated, but first is the EPS ability engineer. Look for it in the list. It should directly tell you about EPS.
EPS power transfer.
EPS power transfer, yeah.
Okay.
Next thing, are you skilled tactical strong? That is, do you have focused frenzy available?
Don't believe so, no. Oh, I do. My bad. I do have it.
Then it comes next.
Okay.
Okay. Then it's cause of the intrusive energy something.
Intrusive energy.
Engineering ability.
The redirection. Okay.
Then it comes about Nadion inversion.
Okay.
Yeah. This lighter is dead, Jim.
Oh no. It's worse than that. It's dead, Jim.
Now I go to the welder.
Or you could not smoke.
Okay. Then anti-time entanglement, if available from the reputation.
No, I have nothing from reputation yet.
Okay, then the attack stuff is already done.
Okay, wow.
For now. By the way, you plugged in just because weapon batteries, right?
That was default. Those are sitting down there. I've got them. Do you want me to move them to...
Then put them to the attack boosters.
Okay.
Last position in the trade, so it does not look ugly when they are used up. And they are consumed.
As long as we have a good reason for having them there.
Usually we have some. I use a different type of batteries for weapon damage, but these are there. You have it, and can use it until you go for more interesting expenses.
Yes. Again,
okay.
With a
now
more
we
elite team.
come to the.
Good morning, Umbra. How are you today?
Yeah. Now it's time to go for the hull healing stuff.
Okay. Which I do believe we've...
It's miraculous repair. Yeah, keyboard, and it's the one of the arrow buttons. Right or left?
It's probably going to be right, but let's double check that one. Yeah, left. Hull heal. Okay, it's going to be left, so that's going to be in tray 6.
Because if you left and right are hull and shield,
yeah,
and it's your okay, you want to have hull heals on the left button, so it's miraculous repairs.
1 second here. Okay.
And after that, actually look for the reflective something matrix.
Reflective something matrix, okay.
Because
immunity
this
matrix,
is your
yes.
immunity
Oops,
matrix, okay.
Over there. There we go, okay. I'll tell you about the winter event thing. It was just completely random, so nothing impressive.
Yep. And I think we should have it. Nimbus Pirate Distress Call.
Do I have it down here? I don't have it?
We have not done installation 18?
We have done installation 18.
So there could be a pirate distress call or...
No, it's Nimbus Distress Call, but it's not in there. I'll have to go take a look and figure it out. Because I know we did installation 18. Yeah, I know we did installation 18. I shall go find it.
Okay.
If not, I'll redo it and pick it up again.
Yeah. And now we'd go to the shield heals.
Which we're going to put in tray 7. Okay.
Yeah. On many of my ships, I have Discovery Reputation Warp Cores.
Which I don't have yet. And
If
good
you
morning,
don't have,
Soph.
yeah. Show me your warp core, please.
I'm using the news ones. So the revolutionary.
Revolutionary.
Mhm.
Oh, it has. Does it have kind of a capacitor?
Yeah. It's a battery capacitor, though. So
Auxiliary power buff.
Mm-hmm.
Move it to the automatic routine tray for now.
Hang on a second. Okay. Which one do you want it in?
In the long tray. So it's in ability. It should go to your tray 10 and have it be for your distribute shield power ability. So
Okay.
move it there and then shift it one.
I did.
Right click.
I did. It's just lagging slightly for you.
Yeah, that's it. So it's in front of the distribute sheets. Yeah, perfect. And now again to the hull heals,
Okay.
shield heals. Sorry. So it's just humble shield battery.
Okay.
Followed by rotate shield frequency.
Okay.
Then we pick miraculous repairs again.
Got it.
Okay. And then the immunity metrics.
Say that again.
The immunity metrics you already have in the hull heals, also put it in the shield heals.
Okay.
And of course, as I'm a complicated and confused person, twiddle repairs and the immunity metrics. So the immunity metrics comes first.
Got it.
Okay, now it's time for the oh my god button.
Which brings me down to the favorite question. Where the heck do we put the oh my god button? Keyboard. You've got that set up in tray 1, is that correct?
In my world, most probably yes.
Okay.
So yep. Tray 1.
Okay, let me move my toys out of tray 1. Alright, what's the oh my gods?
Polarized hull.
Okay.
And I see cool stuff you have in place we can also put into your
I have lots of good
other
toys.
trays.
Yes.
That's cool. That's really cool. No, just I looked on my ship, gave you the stuff I have, and now we can also and evasive maneuvers.
Oh yes. My friend. Evasive maneuvers. Okay.
Good. Now we come for more coolie stuff.
Okay.
After that. Move the delta reinforcements you have currently in tray 3
Mm-hmm.
to your attack boosters at the very end.
That
is behind the battery.
Thank you. Okay.
also move your bug call,
Swarm?
the swarm bar, the swarm call to your to behind the delta
Got it.
stuff.
This leaves me with mycelial emitter. I happen to have some turrets here. Long story. Deploy drone swarm.
Deploy drone swarm is already in your routine.
That's what I thought. Okay, let's move that out of there. And I've got the neutronic eddies, and I've got a mycelial burst.
Okay. Mycelial burst. Maybe, yep. Mycelial burst go to your attack tray also.
Okay.
And maybe twiddle with the weapons battery.
Got it.
And yeah, the neutronic eddies should be an emergency clicky, and in my opinion, it should disappear from your ship as soon as possible.
I like it, but okay.
Just for its cool, for it's bad in team play.
Yeah, it is bad in team play, absolutely.
You have no gravity well there, so it's more or less like mess up with team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, dokie. Now we come to things you want to have always on.
Okay.
These are your shield frequency command from the cruiser abilities.
Okay.
You know where it comes to.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So there is shield frequency.
Exactly that one.
Mm-hmm.
And the other ability is all hunger base attack. You want to have always on.
All base attack. Got it.
All base attack. Yes. And these two, all base attack and shield humbly mumbly, cool stuff. Have them always on, and so when you enter a map, activate. When you respawn, after respawning, maybe activate and be fine and happy and singing and dancing.
Happy, happy dancing.
Okay, dokie. Now I'm changing characters, calling Captain Colors.
Okay, we'll have to make this short though because we are running low on time. I'm not going to start work until 8 today, so I've got a little bit of extra time, but not a ton of time.
Okay. It's not a big thing we do, but we care for it now because I think it's so cool. If you recall our cool Halloween missions.
Yes.
So we have done Skirmish, and Skirmish actually opens a certain mission on the map where nobody knows about it. This is something just shared among druids. And okay, let's transwarp to Drozana.
Okay.
Because this is a near place to where we want to go.
And here we go.
I also sent you a team invite, a cuddly team invite.
Oh yes, cuddly team invites are good.
And I now got a Gonel's teammate.
I have accepted.
Okay, now when you zoom into the sector map.
Okay, so
Map.
oh, sector is system, my bad.
sector.
Okay, give me 1 sec then. Providing I don't time out here. As we sit here and twiddle my thumbs.
I said sector, and
I know,
you
I know.
entered assist.
I know. Be patient, Ed. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I know the delay. The delay that tells me Mom has just done this some time ago.
Yes.
You do not know what she has done to repair, but yeah, it's me.
I will return to sector as soon as the stupid time lag on loading maps happens. So be patient.
Yeah.
You
I'm
can tell when
counting on
this-
it.
It's not my fault. Subsystem power, you use balance. I'm not quite sure what you're asking, Slavin.
Right question. We changed this. Correct question, and we will change it.
Oh, yes, that. Yes.
After you are back in sector space.
Yeah. Okay. It's a pretty ship, though. All right. Returning to sector space.
Balance is the default setup of many ships, and it's the most useless setup. Yes, indeed. For
Okay,
most
I am
ships.
back in sector space. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Gotta rearrange this.
Okay, dokie. Now, step number 1 is go to your energy settings.
Okay.
You see the and just click on the scale,
Okay.
so that balance is actually your so-called active ability.
Okay.
And next thing is to click on the 3 pads above and go to 3. So you have a detailed look into.
Is done. It'll
Now,
take a second to show up. There you go.
Yeah. Next thing is move up weapons energy to max. Most right one.
I'm sorry. Right, left, same.
The red one.
That's the left one.
The left one.
The left one. Okay.
And
see?
lock it.
All the way up. And locked. Okay.
I wait till you're done, because currently you seem to change things.
It's the left one, and it's done, and it's locked.
Okay. We have several options. Option number 1 is to leave it that way, or go to. I'm actually inclined to leave it that way for now.
That would be my thought. See how that goes, and then see if I need to twiddle.
Before you change anything, click on the small disk, the small floppy disk icon.
Okay.
So that is now saved as your so-called balance.
Got it.
And when you change to something different,
I can reset to there if we decide we like a different setting, correct?
exactly.
Got it.
And now again, click on the pads, pick the one thing, so you have the compact display.
There we go.
And now again, open the sector map.
Open the sector map. There we go.
The space map.
Yes.
Map. And you will see just on the map, quite directly south of Drozana, almost leaving the known space, there is the Alhina system.
Yes. You want me to head to Alhina?
And we go to Alhina.
On my way. Hey, for those of you who didn't see the beginning of the show, if you have not seen the notification from Kel regarding the change to the loadouts, it's freaking awesome. You'll now be able to save your loadouts, and active space and ground reputations are now separated so that you don't have to pick some of each. And you can set up different loadouts that will save, so you can do different loadouts, and it includes visuals.
And just to get not bitten by any potential bugs, make screenshots of your current loadout.
Yeah, yeah.
That means trays, traits, duty officers, stations. Dum, dum, dum.
Just about there. 5.3. It doesn't say LY anymore. It says light years. That's interesting. When did they change that? Wow.
Okay, now we are close together,
Mm-hmm.
and you see a button
Yes.
and you also you see mission incoming distress signal.
Yes. Click that
Okay,
one.
and respond to distress signal.
Oh, do you want me to accept the mission first, I presume?
Yeah, I have to leave now the system for silly reasons, because now I was over clicky doodled it.
Oh.
That is, I'm currently waiting for the long loading screen to happen and counting on it. Always that way.
Okay. So, shall I go ahead and respond to the distress signal, or shall I wait for you?
Wait for me until I have picked up the mission properly.
Got it. Okay.
Because we have again the case, one has the mission, but both have the option to enter the system, starting the mission, and one does not get the reward, in this case me.
Yes, let's definitely start this together. That says you're in the system. There you are, map moving. Okay, there we are.
I just told...
Yep. Well, see, lag works both ways. Brain has to take a while. The coffee hasn't hit it.
Yeah, indeed. Accepted. Yay.
Okay.
Okay, now it's response to distress signal for me and for you.
Yes.
And we respond to distress signal.
Now we'll wait for you to get there. Okay. Okay. Wow, this is pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know this
Now
one.
we do this mission.
Okay, go shoot things first, I presume?
Yeah. And by the way, I now let you do the shooting and see your ship doing things.
I've left the trays open so I can see what's going on. That's sweet.
Yeah. And you see, you have you targeted the Hideki and the Galas, and your mind-numbingly fast hunger pets are really eager to do the job.
They're very happy. They've been confined to quarters for far too long. Well, that was easy. Also much easier on my hand, not having to race around to do stuff. Okay.
Do you have the Wing Commander trait slotted, by the way?
I don't believe I have one commander.
And as you just can see, sit there and enjoy your own flight, and the hunger pets do their best to take care for the stressy work, like getting into getting.
Well, they seem to have enjoyed that.
They enjoy this.
All right. Well, now we have a Cardassian looking mean at me. All right. Do not mess with a mom who's not had her coffee yet. Oh, that was nice.
Okay, I just did a little bit shooting too, just because I can, and now leave the rest of you, the Photonic Gala and stuff, the Kelvin, and of course all your busy and brave small pets.
That was
Now
it?
Administrator Barker has an address hub and gave you 1 deuterium surplus.
Excellent. Oh, and that's one you can reacquire. How fun is that?
Even better. You will see when we have entered sector space again.
Okay. Alrighty. And part system. After I transport the deuterium. Sweet. Alright, so I've transported the deuterium on all 3. And exit?
And exit, yes.
Okey-doke. Alright.
And back on sector space.
Okay.
Okay. Now go to duty officer to duty office menu R&D.
Okay, hang on a second there. Yeah, brain work today. Please brain work today. There we go. Okay. Let's make it up. I am there.
I'm waiting till I see what
Yes.
is happening before pummeling you with useless commands on something that never... Okay, then collect results.
Did that.
And now click on engineering
Okay.
and scroll down and see what consumables you can create.
Let's see. Are we looking for something in particular?
Yeah,
Deuterium surplus?
exactly.
Okay.
There it is.
All right.
This is new. You got it by doing this mission.
Ah.
This mission on that system on a backyard sector is it's unlocked when skirmish is done, and the mission itself unlocks this R&D ability for your captain. They are character bound, so each character has his own deuterium surplus, but once you can do skirmish, that is level 65 these days, then you can have this, and it's a speed booster. That means you can have you have I think you have
Yes.
space in your devices, and you can have a speed clicky that is there when you need it and do not have the maneuver drive and all those fancy things already acquired. This is, and I know people really running the deuterium surplus and their maneuver drives and evasive maneuver all time. That is when you say, there is actually a kind of a... what was it? Oh, it was a ship. Okay, some people use them call, and it gets you an extra speed boost. Imagine gravity well.
Oh, yes. No, the speed boost I
So
can...
you go to full impulse and you go to full throttle, and your ship doesn't move yet. Maybe the Team C plus surplus is exactly that one that gets you out of the problem.
Sweet.
Maybe. And of course, a click for being speedy a bit sometimes may save life or just get you into combat faster if you are if you are inclined to do so, and the like, and the like. But I wanted that would complete the setup of the Wasp Bastion Fighter Cruiser in my world,
Sweet. Well, we can
because now I have the awesome clicky.
the awesome clicky. Well, it is awesome, but it is also 10 minutes before I have to be, quote, at work, which I actually don't get to go back into the office now until I get a COVID test, and the earliest I can do that is the weekend, so I'm going to be at home for about 2 weeks. So it means we can run a little bit later in the mornings.
Okie dokie.
So I want to thank everyone.
We have done the loadout.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, and hopefully the new loadout changes will be there. So I'm going to say goodbye here for everybody. I will be maybe back on this evening. We're going to see what goes on. If Cryptic is doing a stream tonight, we will not. If they do not do a stream, we will. And we will be playing the second 4 episodes of Iconian Arc. So we'll be starting with... What comes out after House Peh? Whatever comes after
yes.
House Peh. Yeah, that episode. And running through midnight. So we'll be on for at least a couple hours playing with that one. All right, everybody. Pie's going to have us raid Aries Productions. If you're not following them, follow them. If you're not following us, follow us. We need the help. Everybody needs the help. So, Ed, thank you so much for being Ed. Because, I mean, it doesn't get any better than being Ed.
That was something I had in mind when I saw Gonalicious get my big bro getting shot by incumbents all time, and that cannot be.
Now we're set up
to
for
make
this.
him stronger, faster, and
Yes.
really. And by the way, the mechanisms we just have been spoken about in my world work on really every kind of carrier. So if, for example, those having one of those support carriers, science-heavy ships, they also can do it. That okay, they have a different attack methods when it comes to ship, but the way to get your hunger pets with superior area denial and wing commander space trade, personal space trade wing commander from the exchange. And superior area denial for us Klingons, cool, we get it from the exchange and not from a highly expensive box ship. We get it from the exchange, and that combination with the humble fighters, that works well on flight deck carriers and on flight deck cruisers and on carriers. And it's always this can be transported easily between carriers. So if one day Mom decides she wants something more majestic or something just more shiny for a reason, that may be, but this carrier setup always will stay alive as long as Mom decides that carriers are the ships, or flight deck cruisers are the ships to hop upon. But it's I love this.
It is a lovely setup, and we can play with it a little bit more tomorrow.
Yeah.
But now I have to go to work. So, Pie, go ahead and set up that raid again. Ed, would you say goodbye for everyone?
Okay. So have a good week, marching on, and stay awesome.
Bye-bye.